Want to get your newly acquired company profitable fast. So why hasn't it happened for you yet? Come on, admit it. This isn't the first time you've tried to find solutions for how to build a successful company and get your powerful teams of people working together right out of the chute. Hey, my name's Jeff Mays, and not too long ago, I was just like you. Let me tell you a quick story about when I failed to build a strong team at a new business we had just acquired. It had been only a few months since I had taken over as the manager of a key acquisition that we had made. I was struggling with getting buy-in from the old team, keeping the new team on track, and creating company-wide goals altogether. And I was getting more and more stressed as I knew I'd been given just a few months to get the business profitable. Upper management had their gun sights on me. You see, my boss had given me the opportunity to prove I could manage the integration of a new business we just acquired and merge it into an existing branch that we had very nearby. That shouldn't be a big problem, right? Wrong. It was a stressful time. Many team members in our branch saw the new acquisition as competition in the small market that both of the businesses had served for years. The thin chain-like fence between the two buildings seemed like a 40-foot prison wall with armed guards on both sides. They were keeping me from making this merger work. Then the bottom fell out from under me when several key employees on both sides of the fence unexpectedly left the business, leaving me with enormous gaps and holes to fill. Many of these employees had 10 to 20 years of impossible-to-replace experience. It made it even harder for people to get buy-in for the new company and the new profitable culture that we're trying to make. As you can imagine, I was in bad shape and getting desperate. I wasn't ready to give up on my dream of being able to prove I could do the job. I knew the mechanics of acquiring and merging companies. I'd done it lots of times with our other team, and we'd made great transitions. The problem was the people. Yes, people working on their own agendas and not working together. I couldn't get the new company profitable without a strong team to help me. And that's when I knew I had to make a change. So what'd I do? First thing, I went out and bought a bunch of books. I bought 62 copies of Who Moved My Cheese, passed them out to the employees and said, let's everybody read it. Well, that didn't work at all. I held meetings with each department to discuss the book. I couldn't get anyone to talk, and that just plain sucked. And then I tried forming cross-department mastermind groups for growth and integration, and it worked a little better. And that's when I finally learned about Bob Proctor's Thinking into Results, a proven business transformational program made just for mergers and acquisitions. And guess what? This time it worked. And that's when I realized it wasn't my fault. I was failing because of employees' beliefs and habits. No wonder I was struggling. For years, my bosses and mentors had begged me to believe that you can be better doing things the old-fashioned way, by force and threats. Then I figured out it just wasn't true. I was finally able to break out of the old chains and get the results I deserved. Once I realized you have to change the people's habits and beliefs, that's when I started to understand how to build a profitable business with powerful teams of people working together and do it really fast. I used what I discovered to be able to work within departments to set meaningful goals for the company and then achieve those goals, be able to help the team members understand the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. We had less downtime. We had fewer 6 days used. The employees were happier. They're happier on the job. There were more effective meetings, and we were able to mastermind as a team and actually come up with great goals. The employees kept telling me how things were getting better and doing well, even at home. I didn't realize it when I started thinking into results, but not only does it help improve profit, the process built powerful teams of people working together, less stress and conflict at work. I was working with happy, purpose-driven employees. And that's why I started facilitating the Thinking into Results program. I wanted to be able to help other people like me to help you and your team. It took months of trial and error, sleepless nights, and research looking and testing different programs and approaches. I spent thousands of dollars out of my own pocket to get the training and become certified to teach this program, but it was totally worth it. It makes trying to do it all by myself so much easier. What used to take me months and long hours of stress, I can now get done in 12 to 24 weeks. In fact, here's just a sample of what you'll get. We'll be bringing internal teams of employees together to quickly get them working together for growth on an agreed target. We're going to be setting meaningful goals for teams so you can go beyond past performance and everybody's motivated. Happier, more productive employees that you'll see when happy employees are there, you get more production and you have way less stress. Higher profits so you can meet the financial goals that you set when you first did the merger or acquisition. Employees that come to work happy and goal-driven so you can reach the company goals and be productive. But don't just take my word for it. Look at this. Thinking into Results has worked for thousands of companies worldwide. We partner with Bob Proctor, and has over 57 years experience teaching these techniques. He is a worldwide leader and authority on business growth, personal development, and one of the best known teachers for business in the world. Sandy Gallagher is his partner, and she was a practicing corporate attorney with over 20 years of expertise handling billions of dollars in mergers and acquisitions and capital raising transactions. She regularly advised corporate boards and high-ranking executives. She made this program because she saw the problem that companies had, and the problem was getting the people working together. And of course, my experience, 37 years of experience as a business owner, corporate manager, coach, and consultant. I've gone through 5 startups and several merger and acquisitions. I know what it takes to get there. But before you get started, let me ask you a question. Would you like to get access to professional development program and a certified coach to facilitate a program Thinking into Results? Now, while it would be impossible to show you all the benefits of Thinking into Results, I want to show you some of the things that you'll experience. Thinking into Results creates a culture that promotes employee growth in a positive environment where they feel supported and like they are a major contributor to the organization, no matter what position they hold. It allows your organization to create desired results without competing against others in your industry. Here's what you'll get. The physical or digital Thinking into Results program, 24 weeks of coaching and consulting, 4 individual coaching sessions for each participating team member, and continuing mastermind group support for a year. If all Thinking into Results did was show you how to have a stress-free work environment, would it be worth it? If all Thinking into Results did was help you gain focus for internal teams and set meaningful goals, would it be worth it? If all you did was increase your productivity and your profit of your team by 15%, would it be worth it? Of course it would. But you must act now, because there's only one of me. I can only take so many clients on at one time. This round of sessions are almost full, and you don't want to wait. Just imagine what life will be like when you know how to build a profitable business, have powerful teams of people working together, and increase your profits. So fill in the application below now and schedule your appointment today. Don't miss out. For those of you that are ready to sign up, here's what's going to happen. My staff and I will review your application to see if you're a good fit for our program. If you are, you'll receive an email from us to schedule your interview appointment. I will personally talk to you on the phone, and if you agree you're a good fit, we can start next month. Let's be blunt. If you pass on this offer, will you succeed with business growth through better teamwork? Probably not. You'll just keep struggling and may never figure out how to build a profitable business maximized with powerful teams of people working together. Most of what you need is instruction and encouragement from somebody who's been there and done that. Just fill in the form now, and I'll be in touch with you soon if you qualify.